James Gunn Superman, major casting surprises on the horizon. Could Tom Cruise or Chris Pratt play Jor-El? James Gunn, the CEO of DC Studios, is still keeping a few big surprises under wraps for the cast of the highly anticipated upcoming Superman movie. The 2025 live-action film, which stars David Corenswet in the title role, has already generated significant buzz among fans and industry insiders alike. However, despite much of the casting being finalized, there are still some key roles that remain unfilled, and it appears that Gunn is looking to bring in a major Hollywood A-lister for one of the most important supporting characters in the Superman universe, Jor-El, Superman's biological father. According to a report from insider Jeff Sneider, who is known for his reliable sources within both the DC and Marvel cinematic universes, James Gunn has some exciting casting surprises lined up for the new Superman film. Sneider claims that Gunn is actively considering two of the biggest names in Hollywood for the role of Jor-El, Tom Cruise and Chris Pratt. Both actors have massive fan bases and impressive box office pull, making them highly desirable candidates for any major studio production. However, each comes with their own set of challenges when it comes to scheduling and logistics. Tom Cruise, a legendary actor joining the DC universe? Tom Cruise, widely regarded as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, is reportedly high on James Gunn's list for the role of Jor-El. Cruise's involvement with Warner Bros. Adds weight to these rumors. In 2023, Cruise signed a contract with Warner Bros., which means that the studio already has an existing working relationship with the actor. This could potentially make it easier for Gunn to secure Cruise for the part. However, while Cruise's addition to the cast would undoubtedly generate immense excitement and credibility for the Superman film, there's a catch: Jor-El's role is expected to have relatively limited screen time. Jor-El, as Superman's Kryptonian father, traditionally appears in flashbacks or holographic messages rather than as a major, ongoing presence throughout the story. This raises the question of whether Cruise, known for his preference for physically demanding high-stakes roles, would be interested in signing on for a more limited part. That being said, Cruise's ability to elevate even minor roles into memorable performances could work in Gunn's favor. If the Superman movie opens with a powerful sequence featuring Jor-El's final moments on Krypton, Cruise could bring an emotional depth and gravitas that would instantly captivate the audience. His involvement would also add star power to the marketing campaign and help draw in a broader audience beyond traditional comic book fans. Additionally, Cruise's potential casting would represent a major crossover moment for Hollywood. While he has largely stayed away from superhero films throughout his career, his willingness to join the DC universe could signal a shift in his career trajectory and reflect the growing prestige and artistic credibility of superhero films under James Gunn's leadership. Chris Pratt, a Marvel star crossing over to DC? The other name reportedly being considered for the role of Jor-El is Chris Pratt, a fan-favorite actor known for his charismatic performances in both action and comedic roles. Pratt is already a significant player in the superhero world, having portrayed Peter Quill aka Star-Lord, in the Guardians of the Galaxy films and other entries in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. James Gunn and Chris Pratt have a long-standing professional relationship, having worked together on the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. Gunn has often praised Pratt's versatility as an actor and his ability to balance humor with emotional sincerity. This established rapport makes Pratt a natural choice for Gunn's Superman film, but there's one major obstacle standing in the way: scheduling conflicts with Marvel. Pratt is expected to reprise his role as Star-Lord in Avengers: Doomsday, which is scheduled to go into production around the same time that Superman will be filming. Marvel and DC have historically been protective of their talent, and cross-studio conflicts have made it difficult for actors to simultaneously work in both cinematic universes. Furthermore, Star-Lord is a significant character in the MCU, and Marvel is unlikely to allow Pratt to take on a competing superhero role while he remains a central figure in their franchise. Even if Pratt's involvement in Avengers: Doomsday is limited, the filming schedules for such high-profile films are often complex and tightly coordinated, making it unlikely that Pratt would be able to balance both commitments. That said, if Pratt were to land the role of Jor-El, it would be a groundbreaking moment for the superhero genre. His casting would make him one of the few actors to successfully cross over between Marvel and DC, and it would also reflect Gunn's ability to attract top-tier talent to his vision for the new DC universe. Why Jor-El's role matters. Jor-El is one of the most influential characters in the Superman mythos. As Superman's biological father, Jor-El is responsible for sending his infant son, Kal-El, to Earth in order to save him from Krypton's destruction. His actions not only define Superman's origin story but also establish the moral foundation upon which Superman builds his life. In previous Superman adaptations, Jor-El has been portrayed by some of Hollywood's most distinguished actors. Marlon Brando famously played Jor-El in Richard Donner's 1978 Superman, bringing an unmatched sense of gravitas and authority to the role. In Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, 2013, Russell Crowe took on the part, portraying Jor-El as a warrior philosopher whose guidance and sacrifice shaped Superman's destiny. If Gunn succeeds in casting Cruise or Pratt as Jor-El, it would represent a continuation of this tradition of attracting A-list talent to the role. However, it would also signal a shift in how Jor-El is portrayed. Cruise's intense, action-driven persona could lend itself to a more dynamic, physically engaged version of Jor-El, while Pratt's affable charm could bring warmth and relatability to the character. The broader impact on the DC Universe. The casting of Jor-El is not just significant for Superman, it has broader implications for the future of the DC Universe under James Gunn's leadership. Gunn has made it clear that he intends to establish a cohesive and interconnected DC Universe, similar to the MCU's model. By casting a major star like Cruise or Pratt in Superman, Gunn would be making a statement about the caliber of talent that he intends to attract to the DC Universe. It would also suggest that Jor-El's role could extend beyond the initial Superman film. In the comics, Jor-El's presence often extends beyond Superman's origin story through holograms, flashbacks, and even time travel narratives. If Cruise or Pratt signs on for the role, it's possible that Gunn could have long-term plans for the character, potentially setting up Jor-El as a recurring figure or even a guiding presence in future Superman films. The countdown to Superman's release. The excitement surrounding Superman continues to build as the film's July 11, 2025 release date approaches. David Corenswet's casting as Superman has already generated positive buzz, and the addition of Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane has further heightened anticipation.